Yo, what's up guys, it's me Devanu and today I'm back with my another video, but this is the very special video. This is my first tech tutorial for all the Windows 10 users out there. If your PC is very slow, it is like this, or it is very laggy like this, so fear not. I am here in this video with some solutions and tips which can help your PC's performance with a little boost or an overall boost if it's a very low end PC. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video.
So alright guys, I have opened up my Windows here. So the first step that you want to do is change your power options. So for that you want to go to search and then type choose power plan. As you can see here, this is the option, so click on that, choose a power plan option. Then as you can see, there are tons of plans here. You can see there will be, I think so, balanced here and a power saver, but you can see I have ultimate performance. So for that, like if you want to boost your PC's performance, then I would highly recommend that instead of balanced or power saver, you choose high or ultimate performance. But if you have a low end PC, so you can choose high performance like this Maplan 3.0. That is actually high performance. I have renamed it, so you can choose high performance, but you might observe that ultimate performance won't be there on your PC by default. So if you want to have ultimate performance on your PC, then you need to go to this Windows icon, right click on it, then you can see the option here, Windows PowerShell admin. You want to run it as an administrator, so click on that, and it will ask you, I think so, for a user account control prompt, so you need to accept that. Here it is, so you need to click yes, and then the PowerShell interface will open, and I will give, and you need to put in a certain command which I will paste it in the description so you can check it out for yourself. So let my PowerShell a little load. Anyways, I'll show you the command here. This is the command. You need to copy paste this exactly as I will do it in the description, otherwise you might make an error and it will show an error. So copy that command and then paste it just as it is in the description that I'll give you. Go ahead, right click on that. You can either press Control and the V keys, or you can right click on this where administrator is written, then you can do edit and then paste from here. Anyways, so you will hit enter, then it will say the scheme has been either, if you put enter, then this will show that, and your ultimate performance will be enabled in the power option settings. Mine is already enabled, so but I was showing you that if you do this command what you will get. So mine is already enabled, and you guys can try it. Depends on your PC, because ultimate performance is only supported by higher end PCs, but although I also have a low end PC, but I use ultimate performance and it really gives me a boost. So but it's your preference, either you want to go high performance, you can choose high performance as well. You can go here, this with the high performance will here and show additional plans, and after the PowerShell command there will be an additional option of ultimate performance here, like I have enabled here. So you can go ahead and select any of the two based on your preference. You can hit and trial with the both, like which is better for your PC, higher or high performance or ultimate performance. So moving on to the next step, in some certain settings in the Windows settings. So open the Windows settings. I have already opened mine here, but you guys can open by either going to the start menu, and there is a cog here which says settings. So and there's another shortcut key, press the Windows key and this panel will open. So the first setting that you want, the first set of settings that you want to change is in the privacy option, so click on that. It takes a little time, yeah. And here in the general, first we'll change the general settings, and in your PC these all four options might be on. So the reason why the reason why we need to turn this off, because Windows uses some resource in the background which can really slow down your PC and make reduce the performance of it. So to change that or like to boost a little, so you need to like disable all these options. Yours will be, I think so, on by default, so you need to switch them off. Like let apps use advertising ID, then you need to switch this off. Let websites provide a local, you get the point. You need to disable all four of these options. Then go to speech, and you need to switch off this. If you use Windows speech recognition feature, then you can keep this on, but I recommend to keep it off because apps like Cortana can really like slow your PC down. So I do recommend, but it's your preference, your choice. If you want to keep it on, then you can, that's no issue. But you can also hit and trial for this. If off makes your PC a little better, then I recommend it off, otherwise you can keep it on. Then go to inking and typing personalization. You can also turn this off because Windows likes to steal your data. Just kidding, but that really slows down your PC again. Then go to diagnostics and feedback. Yours will be, I think so, by default the required diagnostic data, but you need to switch it to optional diagnostic data. So that's the first setting in this page. Then second setting you want to change is the improve inking and typing. Yours will be like your all settings in this page will be default turned on, so you need to turn them off. And then you can request to delete your diagnostic data. You can delete it, so it will show you the last delete request. And if the Microsoft approves it, then you can delete your diagnostic data. And then go to activity history. Then you can see that either one of these will be check marked, so you need to leave, you need to uncheck one of these. If this will be checked, then you need to uncheck this. If this will be unchecked, you need to uncheck this. And then if you want to uh, show activity something, you need to turn them all off. Then moving on to the app permissions, you can location first. Sorry, you need to go to the location tab. Then you can see that allow apps to access your location. You can turn this off, or if you want to like directly turn it off, you can go click on change, and then this option will appear, location access device. So this will be on if you didn't turn it off here, but if you turned it off here, I think so it will still on. So you need to turn it off from here as well, otherwise it will still use your location in the background. I don't think so we require location access in Windows 10. Only for some apps you require, but not for all. So that's done. Then we need to go to camera and microphone. Do not even touch these settings, because if you use camera, webcam and microphone, I recommend do not turning these off, because they can create some problems in the applications that use. So they might ask permission, but you won't be able to access the mic and camera. So if you don't use them, then you can turn them off, otherwise I do recommend to keep them on. Voice activation you can turn off, because voice activation is somewhat connected to Cortana. I can show you here, like see Cortana. So I have turned it off. So but it's your preference. If you want to use Cortana, then you can keep it on, otherwise I recommend to keep it off. Then you go to notifications. Then you need to switch this option off, like allow apps to access your notification. You need to turn that off. Then you need to go here and click change. Then you see user notification access for this device. This will be turned on. You need to turn that off, like so. I turned it on, then off. Okay. Next you need to go to account info. You need to disable this as well, and then you need to go here change, and you need to disable this as well. Then go to contacts. You need to switch this off as well, and go here and switch this off as well. Then you go to calendar. Then you need to switch off this option as well. You get the drill. You need to like disable every permissions like of different apps. Then you go to phone calls. You can switch this setting off. Then go to call history, same thing, switch it off like this and that. Okay. Then next is the email. You can switch this off as well by first clicking this option, then clicking this option. Then you can go to tasks. I recommend turning only this button off, not this button off, for the task panel. Then for messaging you can go off, like you can turn this off from here. Good, this will be on, so you need to turn it off. Then go to radios, same thing. So basically what this does, that it these permissions, like they use some extra resources in the background which can make your PC little sluggish in performance. So I recommend turning these settings off. Other devices you need to turn this off if you don't use connect like your PC, tablet or another phone. And then the main setting here is in the background apps. You can directly, either you can directly do let apps in the red and switch this off, it thinks so it will be default on. So or you can keep this on and uh, like turn off the apps individually, like, but I recommend doing all the apps because some system apps can also really make your PC sluggish in performance, and that we don't want that. We want our PC to be like a rocket. So I recommend turning from here. So then we need to go to app diagnostics. You need to turn this off only from here, not from here. And then you go to file system, then you need to change this from here off, and you need to like turn this off before doing this step. So we are done with the privacy settings. Now we'll back out of here, and this step is optional, but if you want to try it out then you can try. Then go to the gaming tab in the settings option. Then you can see there are some various options. You need to turn off Xbox game bar, because Xbox game bar can also hog your memory and that can slow down your PC. Then go to captures. This option, this setting will be different, so you need to, if there is something on, you need to turn it off. Game mode, I recommend you should turn it on instead of off, because game mode really optimizes your PC speed, and while gaming it doesn't interrupt you for, like, it doesn't interrupt you with the notifications and update etc. So you can turn this on because it increases performance in general as well. Xbox networking, do not, I don't think so this setting does anything, so I'm going to back out. Then we need to go to search, and here you want to go to searching Windows, and here you can see my indexing is not running because I have disabled it by default, but your settings will be different. So in indexing status, I think so it will be wait a second, I think so it will be either standard or aggressive, like it will be for select files or the entire PC. So you need to do for select files, but in the coming step I'll tell you, you can turn this searching indexing off completely without doing anything here. So we need to back out from here, and then we want to go to personalization tab in the Windows settings. Like there are few settings you need to change here in this Windows settings only, so I'm going to rush through that. And if you need to go to personalization, it's taking a little time, yeah. And then you need to go to colors. Then you need to turn transparency effects off, because transparency effects do really like give a nice effect to your PC in appearance, but it really decreases the performance. So I recommend turning this off. I just showed you by turning on, so I have turned it off. Then you need to go to lock screen, and you need to disable it from here. I think there's, I'll tell you this setting in a upcoming another video, so I just skip this step for now. I'll tell you what to do because I don't remember currently. Then go to themes. I think so there's nothing on themes. Fonts, I think so, yeah. And then start. So you need to uh, Actually, there's nothing on start, my apologies. Then go to the taskbar, and if you want to change anything, that's your personal preference, I can't say anything about that. Then you need to go to apps, and if you want to uninstall any apps, you can by there will be a list here, so you can uninstall the unwanted apps. So like if I want to delete some app like Adobe Premiere Pro, then I click on it, then click uninstall, but I won't do it. I'm just telling you guys, if you want to uninstall, then how you can do it. Then you need to go to apps for websites. You need to turn all these options off, I think so. They will be by default on, so you need to turn them off. If they will be already off, then good to go. Then you go to the startup tab. Actually, for the startup there are two options. You can either change them from the settings here or you can go to the task manager by pressing the control shift and escape keys on your keyboard, and the task manager will open in a second here. I don't know why it's taking time. Yeah, task manager has opened. Then when it opens completely, I'll tell you guys. Come on. Yeah, and you can see here there are a few tabs. You need to go to startup tab, and you can disable all the apps you don't want to, like you don't want them to enable while your Windows is booting up, because that also increases the boot time and your PC will boot up really slow. So you can keep the necessary ones, like I have my laptop's touchpad and some Intel Corporation apps. You don't want to disable these, but some optional ones, like I have disabled all of them, so you can do that. It really helps. So anyways, on to the next step. We are done here, I think so, with the Windows settings. So moving on to the next step. First thing you want to do is you want to go to the search bar by pressing Windows key plus S if you are a Windows 10 user. Then you want to go to advanced system settings, and then you go ahead and click here. So let load, and you can see there are various tabs. You need to go to advanced tab, and then you need to go to the performance settings, and in the first we'll do the visual effect settings. You need to this, I think this will be the default, like let Windows choose what's best for my computer. But and there are two other additional options: adjust for best appearance and adjust for best performance, and there's another option for custom. So you can go for adjust for best performance. So I'm gonna go do that, and I want to tell you like the two options you need on. Like first you need to turn on smooth edges of screen fonts and show shadows under mouse pointer, and rest is your choice. If you want to like select any more preferences, you can. It's your completely your wish, so it's your choice. It's your choice, you can do it, but I have selected my preference. Then click apply, so your preferences is applied, and then go to advanced. Then you will see a processor scheduling. Then you need to click, there are options: adjust for best performance off, programs and background service. So you need to click programs, because if you click background services, the processor will allocate more resources to the background services and less to the program, so that will be a little twisted and can reduce the performance. So you need to select adjust for best performance of programs. Virtual memory step I'll tell you in a future video, because I need to do some calculations on which settings are the best for you guys. So anyway, click apply, then OK, and again OK. The next step is to clear out your temporary files which are in your system in the C drive. And temporary files are basically the cache file cache or cache files, I don't know the pronunciation, cache files, the other apps which of the files of the apps which you turned on, and they don't get deleted along with the cleanup. So what you want to do is you want to yes, press the window key and R, so you will get this run window. Then you want to type temp, then hit enter, and the window will open of the temp folder in a second here. Yeah, and you can see here that there are some files. You guys might have a lot of files, but I have only 4 because I occasionally clean them, so I have less temporary files. But you guys might have many here, like there will be like a long list. Wait a second. So you want to select all the files by hitting Control A, and then just delete them and delete them. But if you get any errors, like if I will show you permanently delete, I'll show you in a second. If you get any errors that this file cannot be completed because it is open in some whatever, so you need to go to the task manager and individually end that task. Like you can see here, it says Microsoft Office click to run service. So you need to open the task manager, then you need to find the Microsoft Office click to run service, then you need to right click on that and then end task. So now the task has ended, so I will click on do this for all current items and try again, and your files will get deleted when the application will be turned off. The next command I'll tell you for in the run window only. Now you have to type percentage temp percentage, then hit enter, and this window will open up with the in the app data local folder the temp. So you need to hit control key and A, then delete here, and then click permanently delete and hit yes. And so these files will be deleted. My recorder is on, so I am going to skip that anyways, but yours will be deleted if you don't have any background apps open. The next command for the run is prefetch, PREFETCH, then hit enter, and there will be either a folder called ready boot or some files here, so you need to delete all of those as well. The last command for the run is recent, recent, then hit enter, and this folder will pop up with some files in here that you recently opened and closed. So you can hit delete as well here because they are also considered temporary files as well. Now moving on to the next step. The next step is disk cleanup because of your C drive in which Windows is installed. The disk cleanup is important because sometimes your PC can get real slow, so disk cleanup will help you in that situation. So you need to go to this PC, I clicked here, and you need to right click on the drive on which your Windows is installed. You can see this C drive, it will be either C drive generally, but your preference might be different. So you right click on that, then go to properties, then you will see this window, then you can see a button here called disk cleanup, so you go ahead and click on that, and it will scan your C drive for some unwanted file which you can delete. So let it scan. It might take around 4 to 5 minutes or more, less than that. Mine took only a little less time. So you need to select all of the files here and then click this option, clean up system files. So it will scan all the system files. Unwanted system files you can clear out as well, because if you don't do that, it will leave the system files, and system files might be the ones that take up the space a lot. So this scan will take a little longer time as compared to the normal files because it scans the entire system files as well. So this might take some time, so leave it for a few seconds and it will scan and tell you how much space you can regain. Okay, the scan is will take a little time, as you can see here. If your PC will be a little slow, then this might even takes a few minutes, but If you have an SSD, like if you have a fast PC, then this will take literally seconds. So forgive me guys if this takes a little time more, but it can depend on the speed of your PC. It can depend on like the uh, drive you are having, either a solid state drive or SSD or a hard disk drive HDD. So what will happen is that when this scan is complete, another different window will pop up and you need to select all the files, and then you need to like hit delete files and then hit the confirmation prompt as well. And once that's done, your disk is almost pretty much cleaned up. So I'll show in a second. I might have showed in a second, but my scan is taking a little time, so I'm going to cancel here. But when your scan will be complete, you need to go to, like, there will be an option clear files, and then you will ask the confirmation, then you need to delete that and wait for a few seconds or minutes depending on the speed of a PC again. And once that is done, your system unwanted system files will also be deleted and you can get space. The next step is defragging your installed drives on your PC, because that can really improve the performance of a PC. And if you have a slow drive, then it can improve its performance as well. So you need to go to the search, then type defrag, and then you see this option defragment and optimize drive, then click, and you will get a list here. It depends on your how many drives you have installed, but I would like to give a disclaimer here. If you have a solid state drive or an SSD, I recommend do not try this step at all. You need to skip this step, because the reason is that SSD or solid state drive already has a really high read write speed and it's already fast. But if you optimize it or defrag it, it will, instead of increasing, it will decrease its performance and overall lifespan. So for SSD users, this step is not for you. It's just for the users who have a hard disk and a slow hard disk. So you will you will get the list of drives. So you need to optimize the drive which has your Windows installed on it, like the C drive. So you want to go ahead and click here optimize, and then you need to let it wait for a few minutes or even hours depending on your PC's speed. So after the scan is done, you can close this window, but again you need to click on this optimize button, then it will scan and defrag your drive, and you need to wait for a couple of minutes or hours. And once that's done, you can just close out the window. The last option, if everything fails, is to reset your PC, because if you can't solve that, that means there is a issue with your OS. So you need to reset your PC. So go to search, then type reset this PC. Here is the option, then click on it. Like this, reset your PC is the last option. If all the steps don't work, then you can reset your PC. Then you can see this option, reset this PC, then get started. So you will get a window here to choose whether to keep your files, but it will remove all your apps and settings but will keep your files. Or you can remove everything, all your files and apps and settings, and start a new fresh Windows OS. So if it's your choice, you can choose any of the options. And a bonus tip I would like to say, if you have a hard drive, then you can upgrade to a solid state drive or SSD. I totally recommend this move, because SSDs do really have a high read write speed than as compared to hard drives. So I do recommend. And these days, nowadays, although SSDs are expensive, but they do cost the money. The purchase will be absolutely worth it. So I recommend, if you have the money, if you have enough money, you can buy an SSD and install it in your PC or your laptop. Anyway guys, if you hope these steps helped you, and if you want to see more steps on how to fix your performance issue, then please comment down on the video if the steps did work, and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And if there will be, I will make a part 2 of this video
because some steps I left out, because this will be then a pretty long video. So I'll make a part 2 for that, so stay on the lookout for that. And again, I would like to say, if you're new to the channel, then be sure to like this video if this video helped you in optimizing your PC, and consider subscribing to the channel because it's free and you can change your mind whenever you want, and you can turn all notifications on so that you never miss out on any video uploaded by me. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Until then, peace out.